Hello, everyone. Welcome to week 2 of the Dominion Online Championship 2019. Last time I said, this week I'm not too interested or excited by any of the matchups that I saw, but I was terribly, terribly wrong. We had a lot of, well, for me anyway, surprising results according to Marcus, resident statistician. We just had 3 more upsets than was expected. So let's have a look at some of the results from, is it round 2 or round 3? I think it's round 2, and we have some round 3 games already played. So first off, RTT top seed, having no difficulty against his opponent. Freaky, same. Sicko, same, really. Here, seeds 4 and 5. Look at this. Marcus was pushed to a 7th game and didn't come out on top. Very surprising. Marcus is often in the A division of the Dominion League and may have even won the A division at least one time. I'm not sure. Also, seed number 5, Cider 01. I haven't seen this person play, but they're out to seed 124. Again, another surprising result. We had a couple forfeits here. That's all to be expected, to be expected. Round 2 here, this was a big one. Samp versus Apo. We played Samp last year in one of the rounds anyway, and from what I saw in that game, this person's style of play, I think he at least plays in the Japanese time zone. It doesn't give you time. Like if you're building too much, the kind of Dominion Sam P plays is that he's gonna punish you if he's gonna try to end the game as quickly as possible, and that can catch some players out if they're not looking out for that. Last time too, not last year but the year before, he defeated another higher seed than him, Brian. Right, we were lucky in some regards that we were able to overcome Sam P last time. So going down the list, not much else out of the ordinary. Tracer coming through, very happy to see that. Mick, he played this game early, so that video was out for quite some time. JSH is through as well to round 3. This one's kind of close. DSH and Sharu going to game 6. Dan Brooks doing well. Here, small upset. Memories beating seed 40, just in terms of seed, right? Just in terms of seed. That's really all there is to it. Puisanman and Esuno got pushed to a game 7. DG is on his way as well. And what else happened here? This was an upset here. In terms of seeds, right? I'm not really sure how well these players play, but 4-1 is a rather convincing result. And that's about it for round 2. This is technically an upset. Silverstein versus Burning Skull, technically. But come on, Burning Skull is no 65th seed. Burning Skull is top tier. Ozpon beating Jean-Michel 4-0. That was slightly unexpected. I mean, the seed is higher, but 4-0 is, not entirely expected. Alright, so those are most of the round 2 results are in. We're waiting on this one and this one to finish up. That being said, some of the round 3 games have been played already. And we do have some surprising results here especially. So look at this one. 4-0 Scumpy against Cyrix, 7th seed. Very unexpected. Cyrix, supports our Renaissance series the most, I feel. So a bit sad to see him out this early. This one too, I looked at this yesterday. I have some images from the last 2 games. This was a ridiculous game. So E Honda got pushed to game 7 here. And I think this match total time was around 6 hours for 7 games. That's like a work day for most people. 6 hours. This is game 6 here. E Honda was down 3-2 at this point, but he built well here. Throne, Margrave. You just get lots of those. The wall you do have to keep in mind, but it is manageable, and Workshop could help empty piles if the opportunity shows itself. And game 7, this was the big game 7 here, and I didn't look at all of game 7, but from the first few turns, it didn't look good for E Honda at all. Standard rubbish with Hermit. When it does bad, it misses shuffles, doesn't trash estates. Hermit and Bridge collide, and Bridge here is not Bridge Troll, which means you could gain gold off Hermit, for example, and then use Recruiter to trash it to still get 6 actions, whereas Bridge Troll would drop the price at the beginning of the turn, so you get less villagers from the Recruiter. So potent board, very potent board, but E Honda managed to pull it out after 6 hours, so that is very good for him. Quite a match that was. Dingan here coming through against not too bad. Tracer going forward again, good to see. This was big too. Mick against Element Mario 222. We played both of these lads last time as well, and Element Mario coming out on top, so the defending champion is not in it anymore. Important to note. So we will have a different champion this year. Well, not Mick anyway. Dan might still win it, who knows. And we have 4-1 to Casimir. Titan Drake made it through against his Japanese opponent, who was quite strong actually, so I didn't get to see any of that, unfortunately, but Titan Drake is through to round 3, and we'll see what he comes up with now. Alright, so I do have a couple more things to share. This is one of the games from Lemon Spawn and Della. This wasn't terribly surprising. I think the result was 4-1 in Lemon's favor, so I think Della ended up winning this one. I'm not sure. And then the last game was this one. No, this was the second to last game, I think. Farmers Markets, Pixies, Imps, all that good stuff. Devil's Workshop. These kingdoms were quite strange. Like, you had actions here, but no draw. And what do? Build something with Shantytown that draws? That's not reliable. This one, I don't know, very, very strange. You have to use lots of will-o-wisps. Citadel is where you get your actions from, so a bit odd there. Anyways, a couple other pieces of news from this week. We had one small rule change from moving from round 3 forward. I think they made it, meaning the Shuffle IT organizers, made it mandatory to have all games rated. I'm not sure why. There was some issue in the previous round, so I guess they decided the best way to handle that kind of thing was to make sure all the games were rated from now. Some players didn't like that, but it is what it is. Also, we have I heard the first instance of people using like and dislike lists to their perceived advantage anyway. So if you don't know, Steph introduced, maybe I can show you even, card lists, and here you can put cards you like, so these cards have a higher percentage of showing up in your games. Cards you dislike, and banned cards you don't want to see at all, lower percentage on cards you don't want to see at all. I think the list is at most 5 for each of them. 5 cards on 3 landscape cards, like landmarks or projects or whatever. So I think in one of the games in round 2 or 3 or something, one of the players put all the cards that the opposite player had on their like list on their dislike list. So hoping for some kind of tactical advantage there. Make what you will of that, but the rule, I think, for this tournament, because this is new, this feature is new, it wasn't here last year, is you respect each other's lists, I think, or it is recommended that you do at least. So we did have an instance of that, and that's not entirely unexpected, right? People are playing seriously, so you would expect people to do that. So those are 2 other additional pieces of information that you won't find on this sheet here. And that is about it for week 2. Week 2, quite a few upsets. Some I didn't expect. And we have round 3 coming up. So RTT versus Skull. This I expect to be good. We'll see how our upsetters do. So we upset Marcus, so we'll see how they do against Ozpond. We'll see Titan Drake in action. We'll see how far Sam P can continue against Games OU. I expect this to be good as well. DG is going forward. We mentioned Titan Drake and Marcus, and this is gonna be tight. Dan Brooks is coming up against somebody seated higher than him, so this will be interesting as well. JSH against Warfrat, that's good stuff. So I'm not gonna say anything because last time I said, I expect a quiet week, not too much will happen, and then so I'll just keep my eyes out and try to see what I can record for these tidbits of news. I imagine we'll see very good Dominion. Not that we didn't have very good Dominion before, but we'll have, perhaps more of it moving forward into these rounds here. This is 64 now, right? Round 3, yeah. All right, so here's to an exciting week. Don't listen to me if I say there's nothing interesting happening. I was totally wrong last week, and I'll see you next week. Until next time, thank you for watching. See you.